Yeah, that's me. I had a little YouTube break. Don't know where this is going today. I have no particular topic. We'll see. The last month, I've been pretty active on TikTok. Now, some of you might say, especially the older ones, oh, TikTok, it's for kids. Or even data protection, the Chinese, oh my God. While at the same time, they're trying to justify why they are still on Instagram and Facebook. Honestly, I cannot take you seriously. And in my opinion, as a social media platform, Instagram is dead. And there is no platform that is more hateful and toxic than Facebook. That's, by the way, the reason why I quit Facebook 5 years ago. It took me 1.5 years to get 1,000 followers on TikTok. And then one video made, I think now it's about 800,000 views. Another video, far more than 500,000 views. Thousands of likes and comments. And during 6 or 8 weeks, over 20,000 followers. Now at the moment roughly 22K followers. That's amazing. And that's impossible on YouTube. And it's not that I have a particular topic. I'm just talking about me, my life, people. That's it. And obviously, some or a bunch of people love to hear about it. Another thing is, making clips on TikTok is pretty effortless. Usually, when I go to work, I shoot 1 or 2, sometimes 3 videos. I edit them on my phone, upload them, and when I'm at the office 1 hour later, I'm all done. YouTube doesn't work like that. Another thing is, if you want to be successful on YouTube, your videos have to be perfect. You have to have the perfect topic, the perfect thumbnail, perfect quality, perfect sound, perfect description. Otherwise, nobody watches your videos. TikTok, doesn't matter. Video can be 10 minutes, 2, 3 minutes, even 10 seconds and can go viral. If you just talk about the right things. And that's what I do. I started this YouTube channel to talk about the Camino de Santiago. But you can talk about that maybe for 2 or 3 months. What you're going to do the rest of the year, I don't know. And about the Camino, I already said everything I could. Next year I'm going to go on the Camino again. Then I shoot some videos, of course. But at the moment, what can I do? And if you have a suggestion, tell me. What should I talk about? I got no idea. Or let's say I know what to talk about. But what I figured out, the things I could talk about, I can easily talk about on TikTok. Well, that's a topic that doesn't work on YouTube. My TikTok content is English only. And in the beginning of my TikTok career, a friend of mine said, why don't you make also German content, like on YouTube, for bigger clout? And I tried to do that for about 4 weeks. And it's you just cannot fathom the amount of hate comments I had to delete and the amount of users I had to block. It was so incredible. Now, the difference between a German and a non-German user, many of my German friends might like to hear that, but if a non-German user doesn't like some sort of content, he swipes away. Maybe he writes a comment like, I don't agree with you. That's okay. A German cannot do that. When a German does not like your content, he has to tell you that he doesn't like your content, why he doesn't like your content, and that you're a shitty person. I don't get it. One day, a German girl commented on my English YouTube channel if I'm not capable of speaking the German language. And I said, oh honey, due to my age and my education, I'm probably more capable of speaking the German language than most of the people. And people like you are exactly the reason why I do my content in English. Because I don't want to have people like you on my channel, period. And apart from that, although I have more than 20,000 followers and thousands of comments, there's no hate comments. Sometimes people say I'm wrong or that they're of a different opinion. That's okay, that's social media. But no hate at all. Germans cannot do that. Now let's talk about the German language itself. German language is very rational, very technical, very direct, but not really emotional. If emotional, it's mostly aggression, depression, sadness. Now, for example, I talk a lot about spirituality, in English, of course. And when I talk about the dark night of the soul, spiritual awakening and a healing journey, just from the sound, it sounds pretty normal. If I'd say that in German, Spiritualität, dunkle Nacht der Seele, spirituelles Erwachen, die Erwachens- und Heilungsreise, it sounds as if you're straight out of a psych ward. And that's why I shoot my content in English. Because English, for me, feels much more natural, much more authentic, and much more non-judgmental. It's just fun. Back to the Camino. Now people ask me why I only walk the French way and the Portuguese way. And by the way, next way I want to walk the French way again. And I always say, I'm not on the Camino for the beauty of the nature or because I want to see something else. And I can stay in Germany. I'm on the way because of the people. Because the people on the Camino are special. And it's very easy on the Camino to make very deep connections with people in a very short time. And that's what I want. I want to know about people. I want to know how people think, how people feel, what's going on in them, their biggest fears, whatever. And the funny part is, the deepest connections I only make with non-German people. From Romania, from Brazil, from the US, the UK, from wherever. With German people, you can have some fun time, but nothing deep. They are just closed, as if they don't want to share anything personal with anyone. I don't get it. Anyways, I went through some hefty times in my life, especially in the last 2 years. And When I think about it, whatever happens to you, at the top of the pyramid, there's always a person who's responsible for that. Not only in your private life, even business, banking, your neighbors, climate change. There's always one person responsible for that. And that's why I want to know about people. I want to know how they work. I want to know what's going on in people when they wish somebody bad or try to hurt them on purpose. I want to understand people. And isn't that what is life really about? People? Understanding each other, connecting with each other, reuniting with each other in compassion and unconditional love, instead of competing with each other and hating each other. That's my topic at the moment. If you want to talk to me about something else, let me know in the comments. So far, so good. See you someday, soon. Who knows? Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned.